This segment is from the Air Raid Hour podcast. The full show is live every Monday at 9 p.m. Eastern Time on the Cover One YouTube channel. Don't miss out.
I was listening to the NFL Draft Stock Exchange podcast, and they were debating Malachi Corley. I know a guy that you really like out of Western Kentucky, and they were debating him for the Houston Texans in round 2 because they were doing a 2-round mock draft. And one of the things that the host of the show brought up was they said, well, what Corley does well, that's sort of what the Texans are going to want to do with Tank Dell. So that doesn't mesh. So they end up going with A.D. Mitchell with their pick in the second round, passing on Corley for the Texans. But I couldn't help thinking to myself, if Malachi Corley is on the board in the second round for the Buffalo Bills, are they having the same conversation about maybe Corley's skill set and Khalil Shakir's skill set being a little intertwined? Because I know one of the things that I want to see more of next year is Khalil Shakir getting the ball in some of these yak situations, and Khalil Shakir getting the ball underneath and giving him room to run and to operate, because he's got amazing contact balance. And when he catches the ball, he almost acts as a running back. So I want more of Khalil Shakir. And my worry with a guy like Malachi Corley is that might take a guy like Shakir off the field or take some of those targets away from him. What are your thoughts on Corley, the prospect, or my concern here with the skill set sort of lining up with Khalil Shakir's?
The first thing I want to say is comparing Malachi Corley to Tank Dell is asinine. It makes no sense to me.
I don't think they were comparing the player. I think they were comparing the way they'd be utilized in the scheme.
I can kind of understand that. They are yak players. Malachi Corley's Twitter bio says the Yak King there in his bio. Like he's about it. He's got the crown. Yes. Very proud. He's got the crown emoji and everything just sitting there. That's his thing. That's his bread and butter. But I think Malachi Corley, I wish that he would have played in the game on Saturday, because he didn't. He decided to pull out of it. And I wish that he could have, because in practices, it's hard to show that skill set of the yards after the catch, the tackle breaking, the physicality. Malachi Corley is the most physical wide receiver that I've ever watched on tape. He is a wrecking ball. And even in practices that were like not full speed, like not full contact practices, he was looking for work on every play, even if he didn't have the ball. There would be a running play to the opposite side of the field. This is like one of my favorite moments from the week, and it's not going to show up anywhere. There was a running play to the opposite side of the field. Corley was lined up on the right. The safety went to the left towards the run play. Corley ran from the right side outside the hash, tracked down that safety, and ran in and popped him. Just looking for work. I'm just looking for people to hit. And that is one of the biggest benefits to Malachi Corley. He is going to get involved in run blocking and after the catch blocking. If you have a screen that's going to Shakir and you've got Corley also on the field, Corley is going to go do the dirty work for you. I know that's one of Gabe Davis's biggest benefits to this Bills team is his ability to block. Well, Malachi Corley is one of those guys that is going to be a day 2 pick. He's going to be a Yak King. He's going to go get it. If this offense just wants to fully lean in on that identity where it's going to be quick hit, you never know where the ball is going to go. It's going to be misdirection. You've got multiple wide receivers on the field that are capable of taking screens or a short area, or maybe you do a bunch off to, you got him. Maybe you have Corley and you have Shakir lined up in like a stack on the left and you got Diggs on the right. Where's the safety going to cue? Because you don't know what's going to happen with those wide receivers on the field. It's definitely a fit. It's not going to give you that 4-3 speed to take the top off the defense, but you can put defenses in a serious bind by having multiple of these yak guys. He also showed really good route running, and I think that was something that he needed to show when he was down there. It's an ability just in one-on-one situations, run a clean route, generate separation. And I thought he did a good job of it down there. I really liked what he was able to do.
Yeah, I like Corley. I wonder about, if you're talking about as a Bills fan that you want a guy who's going to go stretch the field, he's not the guy, right?
No,
his average depth of target's like 5.5. He's like one of the lowest average depth of target guys in the entire draft. But like you said, the Yak, he's like top 15 in the country, right? So It's like, what stylistically do you want with that receiver that you're bringing in? Love him as a prospect. I also wonder about the fit with the Bills and kind of the overlap with Shakir. But like you said, if they want to lean into that quick hitting style, then maybe that's a fit.